Hello, hola, Marco. Yeah, I trimmed my beard. I want to see where my face was, so to speak. And yeah, I'm gonna have to begin looking into getting some skin surgeries here. But that's a story from another video. Today, I wanted to go over the groceries I get. What do I actually eat? So I try to eat about 1,500 calories a day, anywhere between 1,460 and 1,540. I usually try and keep it under 1,500, but that range still works for me. Now, for the past few weeks, I've been trying to empty my fridge of most of the food that's in there and just restock from like beginning, so to speak. So went to the store, grabbed some food, and I want to show what that is. Now, for the most part, I eat chicken. I eat a lot of chicken. I'm very much chickened out. But okay, so come here. Okay, a lot of chicken. So this is 120 calories, and there are 5 servings each. So 500, 2, so about 600 calories for one of these. Okay. The thing is, again, I eat a lot of chicken, so I'm kind of chickened out. Uh, Next to chicken, I also grab myself some. Ah, get out. Come on. Hey. Some pork. Stay, stay. Some pork. 150 calories for 4 ounces. Ah, okay. 150 calories per 4 ounces. And well, each one is, of course, a little different. This is 1.135 pounds. I'm not quite sure how many ounces that is, but I usually will cook one entire pack of these and take it with me to work. Same thing with chicken. Away, man. So that's the right meal. For beef, I like these meatballs. Okay, they're 150 calories each, and they're just the right size for my stomach. So again, I have bariatric surgery. They removed about 70% of my stomach, so I can't eat too much at one time. And these are just the perfect size. So I defrost them. I get ready to cook them when I go to work, and I can make little sandwiches out of them. They're just the right size for me. Now, besides chicken, pork, and beef, fish. I no longer buy fish to cook myself because I have tried cooking fish and I am terrible at it. I I've given up. Maybe I'll try again in the future, but for right now, Gordon's fish fillets. These are good. I like these because one package is 200 calories. And this one's 200 calories, and this one's a 150 for the entire package. And this is 200 for the entire package. Okay, so I grabbed these. Like I said, I grabbed these three. I take them to work, and each one would definitely fill me up for a couple hours. Uh, and because they're large enough to fill my stomach and low in calories, I can actually get a lot. I can actually get a lot of these, and before I reach my calorie limit for the day. And sometimes, if I do that, if I get like 6 or 7 of these and bring them to work, I don't finish them because there's just too many. Okay. Now, I don't like to cook. I'm not a very good cook. So I have these chicken melts. And I also have burger melts. Okay. It's 190 calories for this one and 180 calories for this one. So about 200 calories each. Microwavable, put them in, heat them up, eat them. The good things about this again is that I don't have to cook them. And I kind of think of these as snacks. Like if I did not prepare the meals I'm going to eat at the beginning of the day, and I'm just kind of like going on the fly, just calculating as I go. These are great because I know they're about 200 calories. So I could eat, 5 of them and I still be good. Okay, now I gotta do a little Tetris here. And besides the Gordon fish fillets, I have some shrimp. This is 190 calories, and there are 5 servings. Again, I could take this entire thing to work, and then have a little left over still for a few more calories worth of food. I also have some, fish fillets. Okay. Now I don't know if you can see it, but here I have vegetables. Here I have fruits. Again, this is easy to cook. Could I put it in a microwave? This is easy to blend. I put it into a blender. It works well for me. Oh, and this sucker. This is my favorite bread from Costco. The problem is that these are 240 calories each. So let's say I want to make a sandwich. Okay, 240 calories plus, let's say, an egg, another 70 calories, plus eggs, plus cheese, another 70 calories. It adds up quick. And the bread is kind of dense, and so which is good because it fills me up quick. It takes me like maybe a half an hour to eat a sandwich using one of those breads. Because again, I can't eat too much at one time, and it's dense, so it fills my stomach up real quick. Yes, okay. I don't. Okay, let's do this. That. Oh. Nope. Okay. Okay. If anyone knows a good way to organize the freezer or the fridge, I would really appreciate that. I play Tetris every time I get a lot of food. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Here. Try that there. Ha! Close it. Okay, good. Okay, so that's mostly most of my frozen foods. Fridge. Okay. Besides the chicken, the pork, the beef, the fish, I also have eggs, of course. And with eggs, I grab these suckers. Just crack an egg. I like these very much. And the reason I like them is because, again, I like to cook. I put it in a microwave, and they're quick to get done. So this is 250 calories with the egg. This is 320 calories with the egg, and this is 270 calories with the egg. And I'll grab like 4 or 5 of these, cook them up, put them in a Tupperware container, take them to work, and I'm just dipping into that Tupperware container every so often. I'm just like, get a fork, swallow some of the meal, wait a minute or two, continue doing that, and basically I'm kind of like, for lack of a better phrase, munching on it all night long. And that works to satisfy my appetite and my hunger. These are great. I really like these a lot. They are a staple of the food I tend to get a lot. Okay. I also like cheese. Munster is my favorite, and then next to that is American. Uh, I usually prefer Sargento, but I couldn't find any, so Lucerne. Again, 80 calories and 70 for the American. I also have cream cheese. I want to have a variety of tastes and flavors. Most of what I eat is chicken, which makes chicken really, really boring after a while. So I have to have something different. And this is 80 calories per serving. It's a good amount. I also have a bit of indulgence. Okay, this is yogurt. This is how do I put this? I mean, it's Chobani. It's supposed to be Greek yogurt, I think. Yeah, Greek yogurt. But it has, the cookies and cream. So this is a kind of like a treat. Probably not the best idea nutritionally, but I also have, regular Chobani. Chobani that isn't, with the cookies and cookie dough. And again, these I think of more as treats or as snacks. This is 20 grams of protein and 140 calories. So it's a good snack. Besides trying to eat about 1,500 calories, I also want to get 100 grams of protein a day. Another one I like are these. Yeah, the Hishar snacks. This one's 330 calories. This is a kind of meal. Okay, anything around the 150 calorie range, I think of as a snack. Anything in the 300 calorie range, I think of as a meal. So this is more like a meal. This is more like a snack. Okay, so when I do cook, I do like to add some green peppers and some onions. I do not count the calories for these. I don't know how many calories are in this. Also, I don't know how much of this I put into the pan. I grab some, put it in the pan. I don't know what the calories are, but I don't think there are a lot of calories. And when I say that, I mean I'm thinking less than 10 calories, less than 20. So I don't really think about it too much, and I don't really count it when I calculate how many calories I eat for the day. Okay, going down a little further. Sandwiches. I'm using ham this week. I've also used turkey. I've also used tuna. Uh, I've also used salmon in a can. Uh, this is cool. I like this. It's 3 slices and 70 calories per 3 slices. Uh, okay, so this is a bit of an indulgence. Uh, Jammies, they're peanut butter and jelly. 210 calories. So this is like straddles the snack and meal. It's somewhere between. It depends on how many calories I had for the day. I can try and finagle one in. Uh, this has 10 grams of fat, 23 grams of carbs, and 7 grams of protein. So it doesn't really help too much in reaching my 100 grams of protein a day. But sometimes I just want something like a treat, okay? And I will hold on to these for a while. I try not to eat these like unless I really feel like I need something to treat myself that day. I've had a bad day or I had a good day. I want to celebrate something. That's when I get these. Otherwise, I pretty much don't mess with these. However, I like to have them if I need them, if I want them. Now, what do I drink? For the most part, I drink Crystal Light. Okay, this is 5 calories per serving, and there are 5 servings per pack in this one. Okay, and this is a pitcher size serving. Again, with these, I don't normally count the calories towards my calorie limit for the day. The reason for that is because I put 2 of those into one of these, okay, and then I fill up a water bottle. So I'm not sure how many calories I'm putting in the water bottle, but I figure it's less than 25, or should be right around there, and so I don't really count it towards my total for the day. Now, Crystal Light is okay; it works for me, but sometimes I want something with a little more oomph with it, and I am addicted to soda. I love soda. I'm addicted to soda. But I can't drink soda like I used to anymore. If I try to drink a regular Coke or a regular, carbonated drink, it'll hurt my stomach and it'll make me feel off. Uh, however, this is a diet Inca Cola. Inca Cola, solo hay una, no se parece ninguna. Okay? Inca Cola is one of my favorites. It's diet, so 0 calories. And if I put this in here and then shake it up, get the carbonation, dissipate a little bit, then it adds a nice little taste, flavor to it. Okay. Yes. Okay. You can swallow it. Again, if anyone knows a good way to organize this, I would love to hear that. Um, I have these left over from Murph. I basically bought a bunch of orange juices to bring to the class to the WA that day to share because they were doing a potluck breakfast. They'll probably be here for a while because I don't really like these too much. They're okay, but I have the Crystal Light. I have the Inca Cola, Diet Cola. So these will probably remain for guests. Speaking of guests, I also have this pineapple drink. Again, this is mainly for guests. Sometimes I'll put this into the Crystal Light because I want, again, it's a slightly different flavor, more of a variation taste. This is 140 calories. I do count this because that's only about, the Crystal Light's only about, again, 25 calories per packet. This is 140. So if I put it into the water, big water bottle thing, then I do just add it to the day, the calories to the day. Uh, I have a couple of beer coolers. I don't drink beer. I have it mainly for guests, and sometimes guests bring it and leave it over. I don't drink beer not because I have I'm not have anything against beer. It's just that I never acquired a taste for beer. To me, it tastes bad, so I never drink it. Uh, Now I'm also trying. I'm going to try the bulletproof coffee. This is my um, foray into keto. Uh, I don't know how sustainable keto is for someone in my position, but I want to try it. I want to see what it's like, and so I got some of these. However, I still haven't actually tried it, and this is 210 calories. So again, somewhere between the snack level and the meal level. Uh, okay, I also have some oranges, 75 calories. Sometimes this is particularly nice when I come back from CrossFit or from my personal trainer or from yoga. It's having one of these. It's refreshing. And that's why I like these. Okay. Um, okay. So in my condiments area, I don't use most of this. This is again mostly for guests, and guests have brought over stuff and just pretty much left it here. I'll use the garlic, and I use the butter when I want to cook something. But most of the rest of this is mainly for guests. And this liquor down here, that's for holidays, really. And again, this has been here for like, I don't know, years now. I'm not sure. Does liquor go bad? I don't know. Um, so that's what I have in my fridge. On top of the chicken, the pork, the beef, the fish, the eggs, the cream cheese, the cheese, I also have peanut butter. Okay. Again, I don't do this too often because the calories are really high for this. 190 calories for 2 tablespoons. So if I make a sandwich, then it's already 200 calories. Now, for bread, besides the Costco bread, which is my favorite, what I normally do, like 90% of the time, is this carb balanced tortillas. This is 60 calories, and this is 70 calories for the spinach one. I don't know why the spinach one is more calories, but um, they say they are, where is it? Keto friendly, which just means that this has total carbs of 18 grams and the dietary fiber 16 grams. So if you're doing keto, you only count 2 grams of carbs towards your keto limit. Uh, it has 6 grams of protein and 3.5 grams of fat. I like the I like the balance of macros for this. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Going back. So besides the fish, the beef, and all that, I also drink a bunch of protein shakes. The one I drink most often is Premier Protein. I don't have any now because I was trying to clear out the fridge, and so I ran out. I have ordered some more, but I almost always begin my day with a Premier Protein, 160 calories, and it helps me reach my protein goal for the day. So a lot of variety in the drinks. I like it a lot. Other protein drinks I drink, or I make, okay, Huel. Okay, it's a brand that has a mix of vitamins and minerals. Um, this is Huel Black, so this is made specifically for higher protein amounts in this particular mix. The protein amounts higher than the regular Huel. This has 40 grams of protein, 23 grams of carbs, and 17 grams of total fat. The thing is, 2 scoops is 400 calories. That's a lot. And mind you, I have to use something to put this in. So the other thing I drink when I mix or make shakes, so to speak, is almond milk. Okay, 30 calories per cup. I usually do use 2 cups. So 60 calories plus 400 is 460, almost 500 calories is almost 1/3 of my allotted amount for the day. So if I do that, then that means I might finish it like in an hour, and then I will have to definitely spread out when I eat again because I won't be able to eat as often because I only have 10,000 calories left for the day. Um, so I don't do this too often. Usually, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to use one scoop and have 200 calories. Uh, they have okay flavors. It's not bad. It's okay. It's okay. Uh, I like the protein amount of it. I like the great amount of protein that's in this. It helps me reach my protein goals very quickly. And on top of that, also eat keto chow. These range from like 120 to 125 calories. So 125 calories, then 60 calories worth of almond milk, and then maybe I might add, oh yeah, okay, a banana. I might add a banana, which is 100 calories, and that's a good meal's worth. There come a lot of varieties, a lot of different kinds. The thing is, it's kind of expensive. I got like I think a 40 pack, and it was I can't remember exactly how much it was, but it's kind of expensive. I don't think I would do this regularly or often. I definitely don't go through these very fast because it's kind of expensive, but I do like them. It has a good variety. It has a good taste. Uh, I don't do it the way they recommend. They recommend using like cream or half and half or something like that, and that will skyrocket their calories up to like 500. Like this is 531 or 533, depending on what you use. Like if you use half a stick of butter, uh, that definitely increases the caloric intake, and that's what's recommended for the recipe, so to speak. I don't do that. I use almond milk, and it tastes just fine. Uh, mhm. Okay, so all the stuff I bought cost about $316.05, and that's with I go to Safeway. I have a Safeway card, and if I didn't have a card, it was like $385. Yeah, that's whew. But then again, I did again. I usually don't go and purge my fridge and my refrigerator. Okay, usually what I buy week to week is chicken and these tortillas and cheese because I go through that a lot. Usually, when I go and I prepare something for the day, when I go to work, it'll be one of those packets of chicken. Okay, that's about again 600 calories. Then I make tortillas. I grab like 4 or 5 of these, that's 6 calories each. Okay, I grab some Munster cheese, some American cheese, and I put it in a Tupperware packet. And then as I go through the night, I just make little tortilla sandwiches out of chicken, and that's 90% of what I eat on the weekends when I go to work. As you can imagine, it gets kind of tedious. Um, the thing is, I'm not a good cook and I don't like cooking. I never enjoy cooking. I find it boring. I mean, I've put stuff in the pan, walked away, take care of cats or do something, and come back later and it's slightly burnt. And it's like, okay, well, it's slightly burnt. Again, I still like cooking, but I do that because it's nutritionally better than but going out and get food or going out to like restaurants. Though sometimes if I really want to cook and I don't have anything in the kitchen, which is rare, I might go to like Taco Bell and get me some you know tacos, and I have those counts in the Macros First app. uh I think I can get like 4 or 5 tacos for the night. uh Anyways, so yeah, that's what I buy for food when I plan my food out. It's usually chicken, bread, cheese, or it'll be the crack an egg cups, or I'll use pork. I'll also sometimes use the meatballs and sometimes the fish for variety, but most of the time it's chicken. Uh, or I also have tuna, I also have salmon. Um, so yeah, that's what I go with as far as the food I normally eat. Uh, I don't think I'm going to be changing anything soon. Uh, oh, okay. So another thing. So I'll make the pack of chicken, and I'll get tortillas and the cheese, and I'll also pull out, eh, some frozen vegetables. Okay, that's a good mix. I think I feel. Sometimes sometimes I'll mix it up. Instead of doing the vegetables, I'll get a banana or an orange to take the place of the vegetables. I'm not really big vegetable eater. I'm not very big fruit eater per se, though. I have tried to increase my vegetable and fruit intake, just because last year I did a nutrition challenge to CrossFit, and it kind of suggested eating more fruits and vegetables, and I can understand the idea, kind of like the idea, so I tried. Um, that's about it. So yeah, next time, I'll actually show you how to put a meal plan together. And I might even show you what I do for cooking. Though that might be a bit of a problem because fire, mayhem, screams, yells. You know, that's the way I cook. So yeah, that is my grocery list. That's what I have regularly, and that's what I regularly have and on standby. I know the numbers off the top of my head almost, and so that allows me to quickly come up with a calorie budget for the day that I feel very secure about. Uh, or of course, I can just plan it all ahead of day. Sorry, I can plan it all ahead of time at the beginning of the day, and then I know for sure what the calorie count is instead of just kind of just winging it. But whenever I eat something, I put it into my Miraculous First app, and so I never really worry about going overboard, like eating too much more than my 1,500 calorie limit. Sometimes I regret the fact that I didn't do a better job of calculating the calories because I'm really close to the limit and I can't find anything that would fit because I ate too many calories or a wrong combination of foods, and now I just don't have anything that fits enough to in the whatever's left in calorie budget. So let's say I had 1460, 460, 400, 1400, no, 1460 calories. Uh, and I'm still a little hungry. I still want something else, but I didn't plan well. And so maybe you could have a slice of cheese, but that's not really going to fill me up. So sometimes I regret it. But for the most part, I do pretty good at finding the good calorie range when I don't plan ahead. So yeah, that's my grocery list. Uh, until next time. Adios.